Morning, this is Gracie Opulencer and I'm all about eccentric and opulent lifestyle. You can find out a lot more about me. GracieOpulencer.com. Ooh, if Christmas is nearby, just doing a second part on menopause. The tips that I'm giving you work for me. I know, and I've listened, 85% of the women that experience menopause, only 10% are getting the proper treatment. And every day my friends are ringing up and we're all battling different things. So hot flushes, which I'm not getting, but it's hard to tell because I'm in Asia and it's hot. But I'm not getting that. My other friend is the anxiety and the imbalance of her mind. She's just sharing that. Just the paranoia thoughts. So be mindful of that. That is all down to menopause, right? If you haven't experienced it before and in your 40s and your 50s, I'm 52, and things are starting to go a little bit off kill, then just put it down to menopause, right? Don't just sit back and take it. Sharing is caring. The more that we share on social media and on YouTube, our personal experiences, the more we're going to learn. Because I've just heard and read that a lot of the research on menopause, the studies around premenopause, like so women in their 30s and 40s, well, that's me out. I'm 52. What are you talking about? So we are the real data for going through menopause. Now, I still get my period, bang on monthly. I find when I get massages, my period is consistent. So what am I? I guess I'm premenopausal. Frozen shoulder. What is that? I can't turn to the right. I like this morning and last night, throbbing, castor oil, and I get it from India, and I just put it like this under my arms. I attack my lymph nodes, right? And it really helps. It stops the throbbing, it stops the aching and the stiffness, and then I just get this flexibility. It is a game changer for me because 4 months ago I was at my wit's end. I did Muay Thai boxing, I got kicked, I couldn't walk. What's going on? It wasn't bad. But what I've noticed that I fell off my bike, nothing major. Been very active all my life. I've skied for years, like skiing, crashing. If I crash now on the slopes, it's like you've wiped me out for weeks. So the castor oil, I find, heals me well, fast. It takes the aches and pains. Now I've just put my menopause, what I'm suffering, and I've already got a comment, I've never had that. Look, to all the bitches I know, keep coming at me and keep commenting. What I'm going through, to all the bitches out there, this isn't a slagging game. It's what I'm going through. You're 65? Well done. You never had the stiffness? That's amazing. I don't... But don't undervalue the people that are sharing, the women that are sharing in our 50s of our menopause struggles. So to all the bitches I know, keep commenting on my YouTube and share that you've never suffered, but also just go down deep into your psychic and think, what is it that, especially if you're 65, this wasn't even being talked about it, so I totally get it. There's probably a lot that you went through, but because it's not been spoken about until the last year, you're not going to relate to it. Different generation. I come from a generation of, my parents were immigrants from Italy and Australia. Self-pampering, you've got to be joking. They worked their butt off. The women worked in really hard. They just got on with it. That is the generation that I come from. So why I'm sharing this wellness tip, self-pampering tips, reprogram the computer up here, right? Don't have to do it hard anymore. Don't have to be a hero. Don't have to be hard on yourself. That is the key. So share, ring your mate, share what's working. The hormonal treatment, I'm not going down that route. The reason, it's just personal. I don't want to go down that route. I don't feel like to go that route. So for my inflammation, I'm in Thailand. Asia is incredible when it comes to wellness. I'm telling you, I live in Asia and I live in the West. In the West, we are so, thanks to pharmaceutical and marketing, we've grown up with that. We've just got to go. We've got a problem, got to go to the pharmacy. Got a problem, got to go to the doctor. That's not how I was brought up in an Italian background. And it's especially Asia has taught me, and I've been travelling here for 30 years, that there are other natural ways. No one does wellness than Asia. First thing, for my stiffness, I'm in the pool. It's fresh, but it's good. It is not taxing on my body. I cannot just go into the gym and do heavy weights, but I need to start doing that because it's just come out of nowhere, no muscle strength. So for the last 4 months, I've not been able, I've had to have my teenager girls, because of the knee injury, because of the loss of the mass strength of my muscles, they've had to help me just get out of bed and get off the lounge, right? So we've improved on that. I'm walking up the stairs and the swimming is not hard on my body, and the friction of the water is building my mass up. And this is really imperative that I work on this. Been very athletic all my life. I can walk 10, 15 kilometres a day normally, right? I know what it means to, exercise. I'm not a gym person, never have been, never will be. So that's my tip. If you're not a gym person, don't start going to the gym. Go with what you can mentally, financially, and accessibility. If you haven't got time, run up and down your stairs if you've got them. That's already working the quads. Yes, do sit-ups, push-ups if you can. I can't at the moment because of the frozen damn shoulder. So I've got 2 amazing pools here. It's nice and fresh. So I'm walking at magnesium towels, right? Epsom salts. Just throw it in your bath and just let the body suck that up. With the magnesium warm towel therapy that I've learnt here in Asia, warm the towel, just put that towel in magnesium salts and put it around the area. So here for me, the frozen shoulder and the left knee, that I just got an injury from, and it's been a real problem. It's been a mental problem for me as well, because I wasn't being able to ride around Lucca in Tuscany. I wasn't able to walk the streets of Milano. I couldn't even walk up the stairs. It was just terrible. So it started affecting my brain, and also the other hell I've been through. I broke my toe as well. This is all in the same 4 months, and then I got a damp infection in my chest because where I was sleeping, the wall had a leaking pipe of sewage. I had sewage leaking into my brain and into my chest. So, stiffness from menopause, dampness in my chest, a broken toe, and a knee injury that I couldn't walk. That's what I've been dealing with for the last 4 months. And this is the first time I'm feeling me. But I did share it. So it's been tough. So this is really nice. So I'm walking in the pool. I've got this pool anytime I want. Physically force yourself. Like, I don't want to swim in that pool. I don't want to climb those stairs. You just got to do it. And if you can't do it alone, ask a member to help you. And I'm very blessed because I've got, active teenagers that zap me out of my deep thoughts, annoy me, aggravate me, get on my nerves. So it's all good. Even though you think just leave me alone, It's really good, and my family members, including my husband, are very mindful of what I'm going through, and they're recognising it. So if I flip that anger, those outbursts, they're like, all right, let's step in. Who left the fridge open? Who didn't wash the dishes, especially here in Asia, and the flies get on it? Who didn't make their bed? Things that I just wouldn't flip about. That's just really getting on my nerves, right? It's really important that you've got support. And to the women that are on their own, which I've got a friend, always just ring, check in with your mates. You don't have to do it alone anymore. That generation, menopause needs to be spoken out, especially us women in our 50s that are going through it. A lot of the data they're collecting are women in their 30s and 40s before it all gets to our point, which is really wrong. So it's up to us, it's up to me. And the women in our 50s sharing. Brain fog, didn't have it, but I think I had it 10 years ago. Couldn't remember where I parked my car. Just was on the lounge for 40 minutes. So I had that when in 2016 in my 40s. Because I didn't recognise it, because menopause is not spoken about, brain fog is really, really real in menopause. Diet. So I'm in Asia, it's not an issue. So turmeric, great for inflammation. Ginger, lemongrass, lime juice, mango, papaya, pineapple, mint. I get all these fresh produces. Look, I've been in the UK recently. Your Marks and Spencer and your Waitrose and your Tesco do the most amazing ready meals. Don't eat them. I had for 3 days in a row, I was nearly vomiting, and it really affected my concentration. Ready to meals, ladies in the UK, are just it's too much sugar, too much fat, too much everything. Get off it. You are better to just steam a bowl of rice and a bit of broccoli. So think about that. Again, this is me personally. I don't eat ready to meals. Came into the UK, went to Waitrose, went to Marks and Sparks, and had some pre-made curries, which are amazing. Oh my God, I felt sick. So I'm just telling you, study your DNA. This is my other top tip. My mum, still her period until she was 55. Different generation, worked her butt off. Worked in dusty Australian, rural Australia, bush, picking up wood, really taxing on the body, self-pampering, and still to this day she doesn't get it, doesn't want it, doesn't understand it, right? Because she was a woman that came with nothing to Australia and had to work hard. So that's my mum's generation. So I have to fight that I'm a different generation. So the DNA of your mum's menstrual cycle, if you're in your 30s and your 40s and your mum's alive, write it down, because it's going to be very much what you're going to experience, right? So I asked my mum, she can't remember, right? She's 85. Too late. My sister had a hysterectomy, so I never went through it. So ask your mum. If you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, write it down. It's really important, because I tell you why. However your mum went through menopause, you're going to go through the same thing, even the age. So I do know that my mum, her period stopped at 55, 56. Oh, I'm 52. So I don't know. Different diet, different food, different lifestyle. Will I get to 56? I'm very blessed. I don't have, and I've never had period problems. It's been consistent. Rarely period pains. Just really blessed. And my girls are the same, which is amazing. Can you imagine? Teenagers, occasionally they feel a bit queasy and stuff, but nothing to what I know girls and women experience. That's in our DNA. That's on my mother's side. That's also on me. And thank goodness my girls have inherited that. So that is a really important thing. Get the history of your mum. And if you're in your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, just record it, because you'll thank for me when you start going through it. And you can go through it as early as 35. And looking back, yeah, maybe. Gosh, geez. Mental, isn't it? So I'm 52. 85% are women that are experiencing menopause. Only 10% are getting the right treatment. And the studies, especially the recent studies, because it's a full-on now because of us women sharing, they're not researching us, which is absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. The pharmaceutical system, you're going through it. So they're going through the which is mental. So it's important. Get out there, women who's going through menopause. Get onto that Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, and share it, because we are the data. No one can ever, ever, ever challenge your own testimony. So for me, frozen shoulder, ever heard of it? Oh, what? So it's this one. It's the right. I can't turn. It was throbbing last night. Castor oil from India. It's thick. I put it like that, all of my lymphs, on my chest, under my arms. It really helps with the aches, pains and stiffness. 4 months ago, I couldn't hardly walk. The big thing is I've lost a lot of muscle mass, which is absolutely mental, because I've been very active all my life. I've skied for 12 years. So whatever I do now is going to help me now and into my 60s and 70s. It is not an option. I have to do. I've got a gym down there, right? So I can just do the leg press-ups. Take the weights off, right? Do what you can. You want lightweight exercise. You don't want to injure yourself, because I get injured really easy. So Muay Thai, he kicked me in the leg. I don't know, the force said 3%, doesn't matter. Completely, that was 4.5 months ago. Ruined me, ruined my knee. And I know part of it is also the loss of muscle mass and menopause. So if you're starting a new martial arts or Muay Thai or a new exercise that you've never done, make sure you communicate to your instructor how old you are, right? And get your medical history, because I did not see this coming. So no one can go, I haven't got the strength that I used to. I'm walking in the pool. I swim in the pool to build that knee injury back up, to build my body mass, and it also helps with my mental health. I mean, it's gorgeous. The birds, just the sounds of the trees, right? That's what's working for me. Everything I'm talking about is first-hand experience that works for me. I'll say it again, that the medical system is not getting data on women that are going through menopause. I'm going through it, right? They're focusing on the younger generation. Wrong? So it's important that we share. Do videos. Don't worry about what you look like. Hair. Okay. So my hair always looks like a bird nest at the best of times. But I find, again, I'm in Asia, so I have coconut oil. I put it in my hair. And also my daughter does. She just does a head massage and puts a bit of oil. It really helps me. And it helps all here, the pain here, the throbbing pain here. And she puts the castor oil. For whatever reason, that is my struggle. It's very menopausal, it's very hormonal, and it's an irritability. And I have conquered it by continuous use of castor oil, and I'm at the moment at 4 massages a week, where when my masseuse works on it, it's a killer. It's a killer. The tension is beyond comprehension. So I recognize it, I don't sit on it, I go and make sure that it's me first priority, because it affects everyone. Now, I can't use toothpaste when I'm brushing my teeth, so I get pure coconut oil here, extracts. Again, I'm very blessed. I love the smell of the coconut and I love the taste of it. And I just brush my teeth. I can't use an electric toothbrush. It's also menopausal. Before I could and I brush my teeth. Because your teeth, I'm telling you, get your teeth checked regularly. I got my porcelain inlays, which are 20 years old, just happened. Chipped and chipped. They're going to have to be replaced. And one of them is I haven't got much of the natural tooth, so the tooth is decaying. The coconut oil is a natural strength remedy, so I got to go and sort that out. And here as well, I can feel it. Yeah, all hormonal. It's a mess. I remember a lady saying, Grace, when you hit your 50s, it all goes to the very well. She's in her 60s. There wasn't much treatment. We don't have to suffer anymore. It's important that we share your struggles and share what works with you. So at the moment, I'm just loving the juices, nothing too heavy. The coconut milk I have for cooking isn't from coconut itself. And coconut Island, Koh Samui. So why wouldn't I embrace what is in season? Look at this. Menopause wellness. That's why I'm out here as well. Very grateful, very privileged. I was in the UK, the winter, just too harsh on my body right now. And so the other thing is I was skipping. Skipping's good. Just injured my right foot muscle 4 months ago. 4 months ago, still killing me. That's the change of the depreciation, the weakness of my muscles. That's you know what? No fault of anyone but my own. Wasn't really aware of it. My friends were warning me of it. So now there is my gym there. No excuse. But as I said, it's really helping me, and I'm going to go walk on the beach, walk and run on the sand, because you sink. Lightweight, great for the muscles. My muscles are so weak that's already a big challenge. Are you kidding me? I grew up on the ocean, on the beach, somersaulting, and now walking on that beach. But don't get upset about it. It is what you do now. It just helps. I can now walk up and down the stairs. I can get out of bed on my own. At the moment, I'm sleeping on a mattress on the floor just because I can't choose the bed I want. And then I thought, maybe I should just leave this because I got to get up and down, got to get up and down. But again, don't be too hard on yourself. Stop beating yourself up when you lose your cool. I'm doing it every day at the moment, and I'm like, what is that? Spiritually I pray, and they say, recognize your deep thoughts. It just comes out of nowhere for no reason. Yesterday, what was it? Oh, someone got my coffee wrong, right? So if you can't beat yourself at home, so don't beat yourself up on it. It's normal. It's called menopause, and it's really good that we're talking about it. Keep putting the comments. To all the bitches I know, keep putting your comment. I'd prefer you to say what you don't go through, but I also prefer you to recognise what you are going through and share your tip, right? It's not about the poppy syndrome here, which is very, very deep in Australia, where we're criticising each other. But it's in our DNA. We are bitches. Us women, we do criticise each other. We don't celebrate our successes. We need to recognise that as well. But if you've got tips, share them. So lemongrass, ginger, turmeric, fresh coconut, these are all fantastic inflammation preventions, right? Inflammation, we are swelling. Stay off the sugar. Oh God, it's my biggest weakness. But if you do have that cake, which I do, then don't beat yourself up. Stay off the ready to meals from Waitrose and all that. Stay off it. Honestly, it's a big game changer. Stay off it. As I said, I don't even go there, and I did in the UK, and after 3 days I was physically ill, and it really, my aches got worse. The ready meals, get off them. And I know you're saying, well, it's easy for you because of lifestyle and money and stuff. Just try and keep your dishes very, very simple. And turmeric. Turmeric. Put it in everything and anything. I'm talking about cakes. I'm talking about your tea. It is a natural herb that will help with the inflammation. And again, I'm very blessed. So this morning I'm just walking in the pool, and the resistance of the water is helping with my injured knee. Yes, got kicked. It's menopausal as well, because we're talking about 4.5 months ago, and only now it's repaired. My broken toe, I did it in April in Vietnam. Couldn't make the story up if you tried. Had a deep tissue massage, loved it, pain-free, got up, hit my foot on a metal table and broke it. And it's taken this long. I've put oil on it, I had acupuncture, everything. I've just realised, and there's not much you can do with a broken toe. Then I had the chest infection of the dampness of the sewage leaking into my body. Honey. I had honey, chestnut oil, honey in Italy. That was incredible. It really helped my cough and my infection, and honey. Then I've taken honey now. I was in Athens in Greece. They gave me more honey. Really brilliant for the throat. Ulcers. I've got one here. I've had it for 6 weeks. I don't know what that's all about. Porcelain inlay, all chipped. Got to get that all taken out. Got to see what's going on there. I can feel it. I can feel it all swollen. Inflammation is a killer. Don't have to suffer. Share. And to all the bitches I know, keep sharing your struggles, even the ones that you're not struggling with. And I'll say it again, the medical, the pharmaceutical, the beauty industry, all making money on us, all research and data of the women's in their 30s and 40s, premenopausal. Not us women in our 50s that are going through it. We are the real data. No one can ever challenge my personal testimony. And whatever you do, remember, it's just a season, but it's a very long season. This is now, I'm in my 2nd year, 3rd year. I probably got another, I don't know how long this is going to go on for. And don't ever give up on your dreams. Just because in your 50s doesn't mean you can't do the thing that you love. Shedding, creative shedding. So for me, reviewing luxury cars is my shedding. Massages is my creative shedding. Writing's my creative shedding. GracieOpulenta.com. Keep supporting me. This is work. It's hard work. You may not look it, but it is.